Yep, sitting here waiting off the exit, waiting for the fellas to arrive. Sometimes we like to jump off on the side of the highway and swap out so we get equal people in the truck, make it a little more fun on the ride. So it is a beautiful morning. It's about 48 degrees Fahrenheit, a little chilly, but absolutely beautiful. Right on time. All right, we got rigs ready. You boys ready?
Hell yeah.
All right. Every year we try to give you some very good content as much as possible. This is our 7th year, and it was a very interesting trip. In 4 short days, we met a bunch of cool people. We saw some beautiful, beautiful scenery, and we did some rustic camping in some pretty extraordinary spots. So stay tuned for this. Watch the video to the end. We'll give you some tips on how you can do a trip like this. So really glad you're watching, so enjoy it. We put a lot of time and effort into it, and we're glad to share it with you. All right, we're at the unload camp. Nice. All right, 30 minutes after unload, we're just finishing up, getting ready to hit the trail. We're gonna head north out of here and find a good spot for camp tonight. Maybe do a little fishing. So let's see how that goes. Stay tuned. Our story begins in the trails as it always does. We left my buddy's camp after dropping in and we started exploring. Now, we had to get to the trails, and on the way, you know, we found a few interesting things like this. Looks like somebody found some apples on the side of the road. They're a little starchy. Okay, all apples aside, we had some exploring to do, and we had to get to these trails with roads. A lot of times you're going to be on roads, forest roads, and they're fine, you know, because they lead to cool things. So we found a little route here. It's probably hard to see that, but we're just going to explore through here and see where it goes. It's supposed to pop out on a trail, so we're going to keep our eye on it and just keep exploring. Now, don't be afraid to explore. I mean, of course, look for no trespassing signs. We always do that, you know, and try to stay on state land. Your navigation should show you that. But this little connector, we like to explore these little trails to make sure that, you know, we can connect to different systems. In this case, we were connecting up to Trail 9. As you can see in the picture here, a lot of that orange is just Trail 9. We connected to it. We hit a cool little hill that we're going to show you here too, which is pretty nice. That's marked on the map with GPS. So right now we're running down Trail 9 to Pine Stump, and this trail, every time I've ever gone down it, it is crazy jitterbugs the whole way. And I'm in this General, and we got a Razor Pro XP ahead of us that just chewing up every single bump. So it's one of those days where having a machine like that would be fantastic, but it is still really fun. Big bump. Do it. This is handling fine. So after a quick stop at Pine Stump Junction off at H37, we fueled up, and it's also a great place to get some food. Have great food there. But then we just headed on some of these side roads that connect back to the trails to find camp for day 1. It's a place we've been before, absolutely beautiful, so stay tuned for that. There's another boondocking situation. There's this trail that just
Looked good. So here we are exploring it.
I hope you're all enjoying the video. Take a minute and click that like button. A little like goes a long way. As we headed north on the trails, it just gets sandier and sandier, and these trails are really cool. Some decent little elevation changes, fun little hills to climb, and this is the route that we take to get to our campsite right on Lake Superior. So you're going to see that in a minute. Enjoy.
Well, here's camp, night one.
Yeah, we're good with chairs.
Nice job.
We had a city
Tents are set up, got a fire going, cutting it up. Everybody's working together to kick butt, enjoying a nice barley pop. Let's go check out the view. Some like the hammocks. Yeah. Some like the overhead tents. I want a rooftop tent. Look at this. This is a great view. Get to listen to this tonight. Lake Superior is absolutely beautiful. Nice calm night. This is fantastic. Not a soul around. Life is good, my friends. All right, we're gonna get some supper around. We'll bring you back for that.
Doesn't get much better than this. I'm not gonna walk down to the beach from here though.
To go. So for snacks tonight, homemade jerky made yesterday, 4 different flavors. Every one is incredible. Homemade dip, cheese, snacks, because we like to eat Twinkies and ding dongs. Not bad for a trailside stop. Oh, a little bit of homemade moonshine. Can't go wrong with that.
This is tonight.
Yeah, this is tonight, first night. Beautiful fire.
We have a little bag of snacks.
Right in the lake. It's pretty wonderful. First things first, getting a little coffee going. A little percolator.
Fucking Ricky, I'm an F that man. He's doing
Today will be a really
shit
fun day.
everywhere.
A little bit of breakfast burrito action. Getting ready to tear down camp, hit the trails. Another little trail we kicked out on. Just gonna explore it, see where it goes.
So today's ride, day 2, is going to feature some outstanding trails. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to be exploring the lake shore of Lake Superior, and the northeast side of the UP. You'll see abandoned cabins, great trails like I mentioned, and our campsite is not to be missed. It is probably my favorite so far, so stay tuned.
Damn it. Nothing. Well, pretty cool though. That's all right. This is what happens sometimes. Win some, you lose some. Let's go find some more. So we found this little gem off the trail. Sometimes they do pay off. Not ugly. Right on the two-hearted. So beautiful. Damn. Can-Am Dan. We came up on this little cabin. There's no trespassing signs, and it was a nice trail, but this is a really cool place. Turns out one of our buddies here with us has been here before. It's been sitting here a long time. Tell me this wouldn't be a fantastic place to pick up. It's a little remote to get to, but this is super beautiful. Look at this. Can't argue with this view. Oh man alive, look at that. Look at this. Totally gorgeous. It's all money, right? Let's find a place that's for sale and scoop it up. This is the fun of this though, exploring these places. Let's keep going and look some more. This is a really sandy run just on the north side of the Two-Hearted, right along Lake Superior. A lot of sugar sand, but it's really fun, really nice.
So in this next small clip, we were actually exploring some of the trails that led out to the shoreline. We ran across this lone hiker going down the North Country Trail all by himself, and it was actually a pretty hot day. Guy had no water, so we offered him some water and stuff. It's just crazy. Some people will go out here on these trails and just hike by themselves. That's just nuts, but it was a beautiful day for it at least, but just a little hot.
Hikers.
Looking for Sasquatch.
Looking for Sasquatch.
Where is he?
So this road here that we're going on is the route into Crisp Point Lighthouse. It's actually a fun little run. It's a dirt road, and there is some other cars, people going back here, not very many, but it is a fun road. So take a look, check it out.
If you haven't been to Crisp Point yet, I would definitely make it a destination.
Made it.
It's one of those lighthouses you can actually go up and get on the balcony and look out, climb up, and check it out. It's pretty sweet. If you decided to do a ride like this, look for the UP8 or UP9. Those are the trails you want to stick to in the UP, on the eastern side. And all these trails and places we've gone are based off of those route systems. So after leaving Chris Point, there's a little kicker trail that took us south to a next connecting trail, as you can see in the picture here from my Gaia app. And there's lots of waypoints in there. We're going to talk about that in a second. But this is really beautiful country. These trails are amazing. And I don't think they're part of the main trail system, but they do tie into it. So when you get a minute, explore this, check it out, and stay tuned. We're going to show you the rest of this.
So some of these trails are what we originally did back in 2017. So it's been fun. It's been several years since we've been down here. So we're trying to retrace some of these steps. So looking forward to that. Stay tuned.
So if you followed along on that trail in the guy I pictured just a minute ago, this little trail, this thing is a gem, man. It's super fun. There's some technical spots. You're not going to be hauling the mail through here, but it is super fun. And we came across a hole that we found in 2017. You're going to see that in just a second as soon as we stop. Good times.
Well, our first little hole.
All right, remember that hole I mentioned? Take a good look. This is the hole that we passed in 2017 and went through. I took the left side like I did back then, and Jason took the right side like he did back then. He was driving one of our buddies' Razor with a little bit of a lift, and he got stuck. He sunk it real good.
Oh boy. There's a big stick right there. Uh-oh. You dick. Hey, tell you what, it'd be easier to you guys to get your winch out than to get our winch out. Wow. Turn it to the right. Woo, boy!
It'd be a pretty dull trip if you didn't pull your winch out at least one time, but that was a pretty easy one. We didn't go in too deep, but after that, we're moving on to our next destination, which is eventually getting to camp. This camp, epic. So beautiful. This is probably my favorite of probably all time. So stay tuned for that and watch some of this beautiful scenery.
crazy little spot we found down here. They got a nice broad tree, and I guess this is a popular spot for snowmobilers in the wintertime. They get hot dogs here. It's pretty cool.
Someone had a duel.
Yeah. Chick's Corners, they say. Very, very cool. Oh, and look what we have here. That's right. Yeah. I don't know whereabouts we are. We are.
We're not going to paradise?
Yeah, we are somewhere up in here. I think we're right about in there, roughly. Taking over to Paradise so we can gas up, finish up on any supplies before we head up to camp tonight. All right, we're just getting ready to head up to camp. Day 2. Take this little trail and follow her along. It's going to be a beautiful night on the beach. Can't wait. Getting tent set up. We just got here. Everybody's finishing up with camp. Got Can-Am Dan over there setting up his rooftop. It's amazing. This is beautiful. Right on Lake Superior. This is absolutely gorgeous. Yep. Now we got to get some firewood. I'm digging a pit right here so we can have ourselves a nice fire. We're gonna have stew tonight, so we'll show you that footage here in a bit. Pretty pumped about it. Dig a little fire pit, throw some charcoal in there and get her heated up. It's gonna be a great night. Look at that. Can't beat this. All right, well, looks like we might have a little weather, but that's all right. We got a nice little tarp set up here under the rigs. Got all our chairs ready, and we got this beautiful stew cooking. So if it gets cold, we're gonna get a little warm. Check this out. Look at that. Gonna mix up a little cornstarch and beer. It'll give it some real good flavor. Just let that cook for a bit. This is the way to do it.
Smells good.
Yes, it does. Hell yeah. This is great. Some of the guys are out there showering, bathing in Lake Superior. It's a little colder than they're probably used to, but you know what? You feel pretty darn good after that. So last night it rained a little bit. Not enough really to bother much, but I had to get up in the night, and the stars up here, absolutely amazing. We went to bed, it was a little cloudy, but now, yeah, it was just absolutely beautiful. Might be hard to see that, but right off in the distance there's a freighter. We were watching those all night long. Probably like 6, 7 of them going across. It's pretty sweet. Beautiful sunrise, beautiful spot. Everybody's starting to get up and around, got fires going. But I just got up myself. I need some coffee. Let's get this going. So for breakfast, got some potatoes.
Roasted red potatoes.
They're looking beautiful. Making some burritos.
Okay. You sure they got the eggs before we broke the yolks on them?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine. They're cooking out.
You want
Nice
cheese?
little griddle action. Nice little
Yep.
kitchen set up here. We got a waiter.
Got a waiter.
Yep. It's happening.
Alright. Oh, actually, that's it.
Not too shabby. Oh, and yeah, bacon.
Cheese on
See
there.
the bacon.
Oh, yeah.
They did the bacon.
Dennis's homemade bacon.
Dennis's homemade bacon. Can't go wrong with that.
Hold on,
It's a great start to the day.
Forgot to do something.
Day 3. So day 3 was probably one of the most exciting and eventful days of this whole trip. You're gonna want to see this. So we ran into several cool groups of people. Had a little mishap with my rig. All that is to come. So hang out, check out some of the scenery, and watch us explore. It's gonna be a fun ride today. So in this little segment of the trip, we're heading over to Paradise, Michigan. We needed to fuel up all the rigs, grab a couple snacks and whatnot, and I wanted another coffee. So that's where we're going next. That's where we met our first cool group of people, and then from there we just jump back on the trails and continue on.
Ran into some great guys from the Gambler 500. They're tooling around up here, exploring a bit, picking up trash off the trails, doing all kinds of great things. Just want to give them a great big shout out. I'll put a link to their site in the description. And we made some stickers, which is pretty cool. So we swapped those out. So these guys go all over. You can go to their site and learn all kinds of stuff. So we'll definitely have that in the description. Awesome trails. We find them just cruising around. That is a cool bridge.
Oh, it's not very big. Ain't no
No, it's very pretty. This is sweet. It's not even sketch. I've seen worse.
So while we were riding, we always run into some great folks. We met a group of people for the second time, and we sat and chatted with them. It had to have been for almost an hour. Just a bunch of local people and some people coming in from the areas. Really great group. So we got them all together, and they welcomed us to the trail system. It was pretty cool.
UTV Boondockers!
Well, when you see this off to the side, you kind of got to just check it out. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Here, you want to hold that? Think we can make it?
Stand on it.
Made it. That's it. Made it. Where's the trail over there? Oh. Cause it's green, it's a stinky hole. Oh baby. Yeah. Oh. Oh boy, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah.
I wanted to make it worth it.
So we had some great fun in these mud holes, but daylight was burning. We needed to get to camp. So we started to meander our way through some trail systems that were kind of confusing. One trail went this way, one went the other. And we ran into these guys in this Duramax and asked for directions. A lot better than Waze, and wow, these guys are crazy fun. So check it out.
We're chasing a Duramax. Great, great. He says, try to keep up. Jesus Christ. Oh shit. Holy shit! Wow! He gone!
Oh, I hope I didn't lose the guys behind me.
Oh, if they can't keep up with the Duramax, that's on them.
All right, I'll give you that.
This guy's gone.
Oh, good job. I got it. I got it.
Holy shit. Oh no, like you're my spirit animal.
Oh my God, he's nuts.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
I don't know. Oh my God, dude. Well, they don't need to worry about finding us. Just follow the fucking tracks of mayhem.
Well, I gotta say, this is probably the most exciting turn-by-turn directions I've ever had, and you may be able to agree with that too. But we did end up making it out. Unfortunately, we did lose the guys. They could not keep up with the Duramax, so we ended up sitting there for maybe 20, 30 minutes waiting for the guys to finally get us. But I think they followed the tracks. It wasn't hard. Boondocker base camp, we had a little belt malfunction. Went into limp mode, so we had to swap it out. That's pretty good for almost 4,000 miles on a belt. Yes, 4,000 on a stock Polaris. That's pretty good. Changing it was pretty easy. Had all the tools, a couple extra belts. Not too shabby. And we're back in business.
What day is it?
I got you.
3?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Day 3. Yep.
All right. Food for day 3. Bourbon steaks.
Cajun butter.
At the UTV Boondocker base camp.
Cajun butter.
Cajun butter bourbon.
So happy all my boys are here. Loving it.
Cheers.
Hell yeah.
All right, garbage bag right here.
This is where it's at. That is a beast.
I need both.
Wow. Little hash. Ready for the egg, Dan? Yeah. That's going to be wonderful. Here at the Boondocker base camp here. Having a little breakfast. It's our second to last night for the trip. Real good time.
We had a lot of fun last night. Couple drinks. It was very fun. Definitely an excellent trip. Let's get some breakfast. So what's in that? The seeds and stuff.
So whole mustard, red pepper flakes, 2 cloves of garlic, Knob Creek bourbon, Nacho Mama's Cajun spices, and soy sauce with butter.
That's incredible. And it tastes so good. I'm pumped for breakfast.
Zing.
Yeah.
So it's Sunday. We're going to be leaving in the morning, but first we're going to head back to one of my buddy's camps. So this will be a nice little push back there. We'll do a little exploring. It's a little chilly today, but the riding's still good, man. Spirits are high, and it's going to be a great day.
All right, dinner for the last night is actually award-winning chili, and it smells and looks amazing. There was a local competition in Indiana at Can-Am Dan's. Can-Am's Dan's wife made this, and I've never had anything she made that wasn't good, so I'm pretty pumped about this. It's kind of an overcast day. It's a little cool. Back at my buddy's camp up here. Just got a chance to ride around on the pit bikes. Now we're gonna do a little midnight stroll around this place. Check it out. All right, so breakfast, we got a little bit of everything going on here. These eggs were frozen a minute ago, but they worked their way through. The coolers did their job. And then we have some leftover breakfast burritos. We got some chili from last night. Those will go good with something. And then a little bit of hash over there that we cooked up here at my buddy's camp. So we're gonna wrap this up, eat some breakfast, and chat a little bit about the trip. All right, so this year's a wrap. We had a great time. Everybody's fed. Breakfast on the last day. Fire's out. Everything's loaded. And we're thinking about next year already. But first, before we do that, this is the group from this year. And we had an awesome time. So what do you guys think as far as favorite time of the whole trip? What's your favorite part?
Lake Superior.
Yeah.
Camping on Lake Superior.
Yeah.
Camping on the beach.
For others that might want to do this, what do you guys think would be your best bit of advice to take a trip like
Pick
this?
the right group.
Yep, the right people.
The right people. Right people. Plan
Yep.
accordingly. Have plenty of meetings like in the group of what you're bringing,
and who's doing what. Share the responsibility.
Yeah, that's a super good point. I kind of feel bad I'm behind the camera, but
low expectations, then you're not disappointed.
we got really lucky this trip. It was beautiful. It's September up here in the Upper Peninsula. One of the best times to come, arguably. So, all right, any closing notes to share with the group?
Great time.
Be safe. Have fun.
Excellent.
Another great year, boys. Another great year.
Get outside and do it.
Yeah.
Just go do it.
Don't talk about how you're going to do it. Just go do it.
Find the way.
Life is way too short. Go get it done.
Thanks for watching.